In today's video, I am going to be giving you some 5-out to 4-out basketball plays that you can run with your team. So basically, if you're looking to run a 5-out offense but also incorporate separate plays, then this is definitely a video for you that you can incorporate with your team. Really quickly, make sure to go check out my complete guide to the 5-out offense down in the description below. Okay, so in this first play, what we are going to call is the 4-out offense. Let's say we like to start in our 5-out and we want to incorporate other plays, then we can do something like this. So let's say player 5's name is Rob. What we can say is for Rob, and then we can run the 4-out offense for Rob. If player 4 is Kyle, as an example, then we can call for Kyle instead. And how we would have our point guard or the player who has the ball calling this play is to hold up the number 4 and of course call the player that we want to run the play for. So for example, if we want to run the 4-out 1-in offense with Rob being the high post player, then we would call for Rob. Rob would then go to, of course, the high post. Player 2 is going to move down. Player 1 would then dribble over towards that right side. Player 3 will move up and player 4 moves up, so basically it would look like, of course, this. The reason why I like to run the 4-out out of the 5-out is because now with that corner player popping towards that high post, it gives that ball handler the ability to pass that player to the ball because he should be pretty well wide open. After passing the player 5, here are a few different plays that you could run. After that pass, you can then have player 1 cut towards the basket, because what will happen sometimes is if player 1's defender turns to look at the ball handler, or maybe he's running in a zone maybe, and he goes to double that high post, or at least go to guard the high post, with player 1 cutting towards the basket, it could be an easy high to roughly low post pass for the layup. So for example, if they have that 2-3 zone, we pass to the high post, which is a very deadly area to be able to pass into, and let's say player 5, like he's supposed to, moves up to guard that high post. Player 1 cutting towards the basket, if he can cut in front of player 4, this could be an easy pass for an easy layup. That can also collapse the defense so that we can kick out to player 2 for the 3-point shot as well. There's also other options too. So for example, if player 3 moved in, player 5 kicked that ball out to player 4, that then rotates that zone over and player 1 continues his cut over towards that left side, that extra pass could be an open 3-point shot, or if he was to stay in roughly that Russian killer area that I like to call the Russian spot, which is what older Canadian coaches will call because of what happened many years ago, we could get that pass over to player 1 for an easy floater close in. Now, if this was against, let's say, a man-to-man defense, then what you would most likely be seeing is, of course, that pass to that high post. We could have player 1 cut, and of course, if he's faster than his main defender, this could be, again, an easy layup. Or we can incorporate what I like to call an elevator screen, or what, of course, many coaches will call an elevator screen, but either way, this is actually a play that is very similar to the Golden State offense. So for example, player 2 comes in and then he sets up that screen. Player 3 and 4 move in to set up the elevator screen. So now player 1 has the option to use player 2 as a pin down, or to use player 3 and 4 as an elevator screen. Of course, the elevator screen, the whole main idea is for those two players to close, like an elevator door, and player 1 should be open for the 3-point shot. What you're going to need by that high post player is somebody who can pass, but also somebody who can still attack the basket and can be powerful, if not strong or fast enough, to be able to get to that rim. So for example, let's say you have player 1 pass to player 5, and player 1 cuts, he's not open, he pops out, he's still not open. Player 5 could still attack the basket. And then when he does so, if that collapses defenses, then he can kick it out for a 3. I want all my guys on every team that I coach to be confident enough to jack up a 3-point shot and hope to make it. which is why I am so into teaching players how to shoot the basketball. This is a huge thing. So of course, if you've got players who may not be as accurate or don't have the power to get that ball to the rim, make sure to go check out my hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below. That's going to give them the strength to be able to make that shot. Anyways, I hope that this video has helped you. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.